Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the post-strike streams where I am not playing Pokemon Legends EA. I'm playing the 6-year-old Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh gosh, these games are 6 years old now. Anyway, Bark, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for joining me here today. We will kind of breeze through things a bit faster today for those of you who are like, I want a shiny hunt and play Legends EA. So let's get into the game whilst I say hi to people. Let me have a sip of water as well, because I can feel some crumbs or something at the back of my throat. So, hi Kieran, and Kevin, and Small Shiny Guy, and Tegan, and Xander, and Bovio Games, and Nightbot maybe? I don't know. And on Lara, hi. Sorry, ooh, frog on my throat. Will we get a shiny frog? I hope not, because I have shiny frogs. But here we go. So, hello. Hello. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you have had a good few days. I haven't seen you guys, gals, non-binary pals since Monday. And obviously yesterday we cancelled the stream because, you know, people were excited about ZA. But now we're back to shiny hunting because it turns out Legend ZA doesn't appear to have a busted shiny hunting method apart from one where you tape down the down direction on your joystick and go in and out of a set of stairs and you just leave it running, and there's like 6 Pokemon you can get a shiny, but I have all those Pokemon a shiny, so I'm here back on Sword and Shield. And there we go. Zach, hi. Hello. Yeah, for whatever reason YouTube is just giving everyone their nicknames rather than their like YouTube username rather than their you know, like chosen, you know, fun nickname or whatever. I don't know why that, you know, I don't really know why that's the case, but it's still doing that weird thing again, to quote Mr. Burns. Or it's doing that thing again, to quote Mr. Burns, is the actual quote. Anyway, Bark, so let's get into the tickets and everything. And I will bring up my template and everything like that. More like a sliver. Right, anyway, Buck. So we are hunting for, well, my tickets are for Thunderous, Celesteela, and or Stack Attacker, depending on who is around and who is available. So could you please let me know? I guess it could prevent banned players from sneaking back into... Well, it does mean we would always recognize people. Like, people couldn't, like, hide who they are, which is true. Xander, oh, you lost just a space in your name. That's like, when I saw your name, I was like, there's something different. I was like, oh, a space. And I sort of realized that yesterday, but yeah. So anyway. So chat, my lovely chat. Thunderous, Celesteela, Stack Attacker. Could you please let me know? Strike, I can do. Let me know who you can do out of them. And ready, set, boo. And then we'll get right into things. And we'll punish people for thinking they can join 6 minutes into the stream and like still get assigned on Team 1. But yeah. So let's see. So we might do the old like Thunderous, Stack Attacker, Celesteela trio, like in that order. But let's see what we've got. I mean, if it's just the 3 of you, then we'll figure out whatever. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. There doesn't seem to be. Apparently, I don't think there's any kind of like Mr. Spreadsheet, can you please just like work? And Tegan as well. Okay, hang on then. So let's have. Hang on. So we've got Kevin, Kieran, Tegan, and on Lara. So could I... Okay, so if there's like 4 people here, here's what I'm thinking. Kieran, I know you know what I'm going to say, and I do apologize, but Kieran, would you mind if I put you in Team 2? Because you can do Stack Attacker. Yeah, you can do Stack Attacker. Whereas, like, on Lara and Kevin can't. I mean, we'll figure things out, but it's just, the thing is, I'm going to put you in, like, Team 2, just because like we need you for team 4, so it's better to have you. You know, if we do like a 1-2, like 1-2-3-4 kind of thing, like 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, you just work a bit better in team 2 for that reason, if that's okay. So that's my thinking. But obviously, if like people don't show up in the next like 20 minutes or whatever, and we don't have enough people for a stack attacker, then you'll still be in team 2, but we'll do Celesteela. But yeah, but we've kind of gotten into this pattern where like Kieran works on like team 2 and team 4, and then sometimes you get to do team 5 as well. Shiny Squidward. So if that sounds good, Kevin, Onlara, Tegan, please come on down. And by come on down, I mean press the Y button and then press the plus button to go from local connection to online or internet. You'd think after a year of this, I'd know it says internet, like off the top of my head. But no, I have to wait until it happens to remember. So there we go. So we're going to connect to the internet. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say anything else if you're you. But if you're me, then I'm going to select Thunderous. And yes, Kevin, I am thinking of the Simpsons moment as well. I think of that every time. Okay, so let's go 10, 17, 14, 06. So 10, 17, 14, 06, that's the code. Oh, wait, you can't do round 1? Oh, well, Kieran, jump on in. I did not see Kevin. Where did Kevin say that? Strike can do all 3. Oh, right. Okay, well, never mind. Kieran, you come on down. Sorry. I tell you what, it's annoying with these name things because it does push people further to the right, which we don't like here at Beauvo Games. And then it means that like it changes the it changes where I look at the messages. But sorry. Okay, Kieran, you're in. So there we go. Okay. Funny for the money, and then we just need Tegan, a wild Tegan. So sorry. So it's going to be Kieran, Onlara, and Tegan. So Kieran, Onlara, Tegan. That's all we need. When did Tegan last message? I imagine Tegan's still here, but strike 204. Okay, so 4 minutes ago. So hopefully Tegan's good. Oh, you got a shiny Alpha Absol Gauge. That's really cool. Also, hi Gauge. Oh, connection issues. Oh. That's a problem. Okay, I'm happy to start another lobby again. If you don't... We'll wait until about like 45 seconds, Tegan. And then... But that's annoying. But we'll try and... We'll try and see if... We'll try and see if... Yeah, I tell you what. Let's back out and let's all just do a disconnect and a reconnect. So Tegan, just to check... Hang on, I'm gonna do a disconnect and a reconnect myself. But what I'm gonna do is just to be sure and be certain, you're definitely connected to the internet, like in the top right-hand corner. I mean, right now it says local, but so I guess that doesn't help. But your Switch was definitely connected to the internet when you began your game. I guess that's actually not a helpful metric because Sword and Shield does that, doesn't it? Where it says local. But if you were definitely connected to the internet before you started your game, then this... Yeah, definitely connected to the internet. Okay. Okay. Well, let's just all do a disconnect and a reconnect. Hopefully this will... And I do mean everyone. So like me, Tegan, Onlara, and Kieran. If we all do a disconnect and a reconnect... Maybe this will work. Tegan, just remind me what kind of internet connection you're on. And forgive me if I've asked you this before and you're like, I told you last week. Because, you know, again, we've had like 150 people play this. Stuff kind of overlaps in the brain. So you guys will say anything goes. Yeah, hotspots, like 99 out of 100 times don't work. There was one person who claimed they were on a hotspot and it worked, and to be honest, I'm still like skeptical about like how that even really happened, or like maybe it was a different kind of hotspot or something. We also know that like being in like Walmart Wi-Fi don't really work either. But yeah. Well, it's kind of specifically like Sword and Shield, though. Sword and Shield is just like way iffier than like Scarlet and Violet and other games. But you are on home Wi-Fi, okay. Oh, Tegan, if it's not too much of an issue, maybe you might need to like press a reset on your Wi-Fi. Forgive me if you've got like housemates, family, whoever who might be using it. But it might be worth doing like a reset on like your router. And then on your Switch, like on your Switch internet settings, do and then like on your Switch internet settings, do like a sort of like a connection test just to see. Because that can do a lot of diagnosing as well. Right, sorry, 10, 17, and then let's go 14, 11. Okay, so 10, 17, 14, 11. Sorry for holding up the code there. I just wanted to make sure I talked through Tegan. Oh yeah, VPNs can be an issue as well. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like VPNs and like firewall can be an issue. Like certain routers can be funny. But Tegan's played with us before. So that's the fun. So it'd only be those kind of things would only be an issue if there was like some kind of update. Also, I don't know if we need some kind of substitute. I was supposed to say that. I mean, if Jill wants to be a substitute, then Jill could be a substitute. Also, do I have to call you Jilly now, or is that just a suggestion? Let me know. But hi, Jill. Happy Friday. We're having connection issues with Tegan, which is a problem. Yeah. But yeah, because well, actually, no. Okay, it says communicating. Okay, if it gets down to like 125, I think we can be certain that it's like not going to connect. Which is weird. I don't get it. But I would recommend the router thing if you're able to try it. I understand you might not be in a situation where you're able to do that, but but I am determined for this to... But yeah, you might need to like either press the reset button or turn your router like off and then off again. And I think weirdly those two things can kind of have different effects. So if you do one thing and it doesn't work, maybe try the other. But yeah, the router thing isn't going to fix this in like 30 seconds. So we do need some kind of substitute. So it's either Jill or a backup Kieran. See, Kieran went from being in Team 2 to having 2 people in the team, possibly. But hang on, I'm going to add Jill to the spreadsheet just in case. Not for this battle, but just in general. And then in the next one, we can try for... in the next battle, we could try for Tegan. Yeah, Tegan, why don't you if you're able to test it out, why don't you spend this round testing that out, and then why don't you test that out, and then we'll try you again in 20 minutes. We will try you like every single provided there is something we do every single time. Let's try you every single round. I know we should bail. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Now it just says searching. Oh no, okay. I don't know why this is all being slow and... What the hell? Okay, maybe everyone jumped out. Okay, we'll try one more time. Jill, unless you guys are now all playing together. That'd be funny if you were. Okay, we'll try this one more time. So this is now... Wait, Kevin? Did Kevin try to jump in? Did, like, 3 people try to all join in, or what happened? Okay, hang on, let's try this one more time. If Kevin is able to now join, then we can just go back to, like, the original plan. But I'm going to go 10, 17, 2, 15. So much for our let's play through this quick so we can all get back to Legends EA strategy. Oh, gosh. Okay, if Kevin is able to play, if we're able to do, like, Kieran on Lara Kevin, then let's do that. But... yeah, if we're able to do because we were gonna have Kevin in this one before the whole dinner thing. But I know that Kevin and Jill are probably like connecting with each other now. Oh gosh. Okay, Jill can be on standby. I'm just waiting to talk about ZA. I know. I'm sorry. And the funny thing, okay, so rock and ice are really nice, ground Pokemon are brilliant, lightning rod Pokemon, dragon, grass, other electric types, and then what else? Sludge Wave, Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Thunder, and rock is better than ice. So anyway, Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm having fun with it so far. As with a lot of modern Pokemon games, it is like a little bit slow to get going in a way. Like I feel like maybe now I'm getting into like a bit more of like the main gameplay. I'm at rank W. I couldn't believe how long it took to be able to get a haircut. Yeah, I did see salons, although I quite like the base. Well, why is no one like able to connect? Or are loads of people trying to connect? I'm very confused. It's 10, 17, 02, 15. Jill, why don't you try to... maybe like if Kevin tries not to join and then Jill tries to join. But yes, W for Wombo, who I presume is the name of the next trainer I'm going to face. Instead of a name like William, which would make much more sense. I do like how the trainers seem to have names corresponding to their letters. So like Z for Zach, because yes, of course it was Zach. But then like Y was Yvonne and stuff like that. So I liked that. But yeah, so I did find some salons, I think at about 2 hours as well. But then the haircuts they had on offer, I was like, oh, I think I'm good with the one I have. I quite like the base one, to be honest, that I chose. Yeah, the battle system, I'm getting used to it as well. Like, the positioning is a thing where... at first, I just kind of felt like I was, like, running around, and I wasn't really sure if... okay, Kieran, thank you so much. But at first I just kind of felt like I was running around like arbitrarily with my positioning and stuff like that. To be honest, I actually think it would almost be better if you could just control the Pokemon rather than they run around in a way. But, okay, hang on. Thunderous. Okay, Amoonguss and Galvantula, Clefable does have Meteor Beam, though, but Meteor Beam could be better as a turn 4 move or something. So I'm just going to go for Galvantula. Persian does have Snarl, but grass types have the resistance. Oh, man. Okay, something is very weird today. So I do sort of like the Xenobladiness of it, but because, like, you're separate from... because, like, you're sort of separate from the Pokemon, there is that element to it, and that element I'm trying to sort of get to grips with. And I think I'm kind of beginning to experience some of the, oh, if I move over here and then do this, that's better than if I just stand over there and do that. Crustle, Sandaconda, I prefer Crustle to Sandaconda, plus there is some science. But, so maybe the Furnace for the money could do some science or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the right here. Sorry if this is terrible. Yeah. You even almost died in a trainer battle because you didn't realize I was getting hit with your Pokemon. Oh no. Yeah, I've almost died to like a couple of the wild Pokemon at this point. There's an alpha that I've encountered that, well, actually 2 alphas that are just very high level, and I like cannot beat them yet. I look forward to like going back to fight them, but right here, right now, like, nah, wait, nah, bro. Okay. Now, do I want to do a Max Thunder more like a Blunder, or do I want to do a Max Flutter? Bye, bye, bye. No, Slowking has Razor Shell, doesn't it? So there's no point in. It could just hit us with a physical move anyway. Although Maractus has Storm Drain, so actually I could have done that, but oh well. The movement isn't. That's the thing. It is a little bit. Yeah, the Pokemon stick closer to. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm kind of getting used to the movement and finding. I did find a way to cheese some alphas already. Ooh, Xander, you sly dog. No, I actually do have a Pokemon now where I might be able to cheese one of the alphas that I encountered. But I'm still going to wait. I would rather have a stronger team just to be safe. But I do have a Pokemon now. I do have a very powerful, like, alpha myself that is fully evolved as well. I won't say, like, what it is, but you can probably figure it out. But it's one that I'm able to, even though it's, like, level, like, 25 or whatever, it's, like, fully evolved, baby. And I have used one in a previous game, but I don't know. Maybe I'll use another one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So the battle. So I do like the battle system. I'm getting used to it. One thing with sort of both Legends games, but less so with this game. The control. Okay, so the control scheme in Arceus again. No one ever talked about this. Sorry to go on about Arceus. It's like, wow, how many minutes are we into this chat and Bo's already talking about Arceus? And like sort of like criticizing it. But like the control scheme in Arceus was very convoluted, and it was very easy to press wrong buttons and do the wrong thing, and you know, there were like 3 different menus, but like hardly any way, like, but they were like, you know, there was like a button devoted to like whistling or something, and it was like, or actually no, that might be Legend of Zelda, but like, but you know, but it's just kind of like, do you really need like a button for this when you could have used this for like so many other things, you know? And I am pleased to say I do like the control scheme on this more, but there are still just like so many things to do that, you know, it still is like, it's a lot to take in, and it's a lot to do, and it's very easy to be like, and one thing is like, it's very easy to like accidentally switch your Pokeball to like a type of Pokeball that you don't want. Like, I have accidentally used the wrong kind of Pokeball several times, where it's like, wait, why am I throwing like a heal ball? And I guess I just accidentally like moved it over or something. Like, that's just like a bit annoying. So anyway, we don't want a Slowking for a thingamajig. You torn between what Electric to have on the team. Kind of want Flaffy, but then Pikachu and eventually Mega Evolve. Ooh, yeah, that's true. I want Manectric, and I can supposedly get Electrike, but I couldn't find one. I might have to like look up where they are, because I did have Flaffy for a bit, but I didn't really want Flaffy. And then currently I have Emolga, Mini Pete. But again, I want to like get rid of Emolga as well. But I might go with Manectric because it can Mega Evolve as well. I think that'll be good. Oh, funny for the money. Let's do some funny for the money. Because if not, you can always get Crustle. Wow, 2 people are playing Legends ZA on my my Switch right now. Oh, not on my Switch, but oh, okay, Cofagrigus. I don't know what's in the final row. I didn't really get a sense of what's in the final row. But yeah. You found a Riolu on a rooftop, so you plan to get Lucario. Oh, it is Lucario. That's very cool. See, that's the thing. Ooh, if I found a Riolu and got a Lucario, that would be pretty sweet, actually, now that I think about it. That would be pretty cool. Actually, what do I even have at the minute? Maybe I should have like found a screenshot of my game. I'm just gonna go with Bug Buzz to begin with. Actually, or maybe no, I'll go with Electro Ball, because that actually might be like quite powerful. And then we'll see how it goes. As long as Zach can get Malamar and Banette, you're happy. Well, that sounds pretty good. Banette, see, I think Banette could be an option. Because one thing is, I might ask, like, my friend Michelle if she, like, wants to do any trades. So, like, for example, I've got, like, a Kadabra, and I could probably get, like, a Haunter soon, and I might be like, hey, do you want to, like, trade, you know, tradables? You know, get some evolutions for Pokedex and whatever, but, I think Dragonite could be a good option. But they brought back hams by having type-specific roadblocks. I actually don't understand what that sentence means. But, unless there's like a typo. But, oh, HMs. Okay, now that makes more sense. Yeah, oh yeah, Xander, you and I could do that. Oh, that's a good point. I suppose, yeah, I suppose in theory, in game theory, we could, couldn't we? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's a thing I'm a little bit like I kind of have to keep a Pokemon with Rock Smash at the minute. And then, luckily I do have like a water type for like the little sludgy bits, and I have a fire type for the branches. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed at like having to keep Rock Smash for right now. I know it can like lower defense, which is useful, but I didn't really pay attention to how much Electro Ball did, so I'm just gonna go with the Bug Buzz this time. No, I said ZA is bringing back steamed hams. There we go. So, okay, Bug Buzz. Ooh, very nice. And then Meteor Beam, more like a Meteor Beam. Oh, it dodged! The 1 in 10 dodge! No! But we still get the win. So, you used Aura Sphere and smashed a rock. Okay. Oh, so maybe just like fighting type moves are good on rocks. Okay, well that's good to know. But yeah. Do-do-do-diddle-oo. But yeah, so, well, if I had a Lucario, then that'd be no problem at all. But yeah, so... Right, so what do I have right now? Let me just think about what I have right now, and then you guys can say all of your Pokemon as well. So I actually do think Cofagrigus could be a little bit better here. I mean, because Clefable does have a rock move, and its own... Clefable's only good if it's Dynamaxing, so I do think Clefable's the one to go, to not go here. But yeah, sorry, we didn't talk that through. ZA! Because we do have grass. Okay, Toxtricity. Oh, this is an Alolan Sandshrew, which is ice, and that is nice. So we could go for that. And we could have... Actually, on Lara, if you wanted this... I know it's a bit weird being like, Bo, why are you so insistent on Clefable being the Dynamaxer? But the thing is, having Rock as the, like, max Rockfall is going to be better than having max Hailstorm. Like, the Hail, like... And plus, the Sandstorm helps out Sandslash still anyway, because it's a Steel type. So... I think if you... Because Amoonguss is... The thing is, Amoonguss is basically just a it doesn't die Pokemon. Whereas this way, we would at least have something, like, offensive. So, that's my theory, my game theory. So, I have Croconaw. No, I have Croconaw. I have the traded Heracross, because it's a Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll replace, like, Heracross with Lucario. But, yeah, I have... So, yeah, I have... Wait for it. In theory, in game theory, I have Croconaw, I have Heracross, I have Litleo, I did have Fletchinder, but I used Talonflame in like Scarlet and Violet as well. Like I've already used Talonflame in too many playthroughs. I didn't even want to use Talonflame in Scarlet and Violet. I wanted to use Armarouge, but I forgot it was Fire and Psychic. I thought it was Fire and Ghost, but that was Ceruledge. Like this was, you know, when the game first came out, I forgot which one was which. So, I would have gladly had a Fire and Psychic type in my team. So eventually I did get Armarouge, like, for, like, the post-game. But anyway, Bark. Dazzling Gleam, more like a Dazzling Beam. Max Knuckle, more like a Max Shuckle. But yeah. So Croconaw, Heracross, Emolga, and Litleo, and then... I have like a Ghastly because it has like a special attack up nature, and if I were able to evolve it, that'd be pretty sweet. And then I do have the Kadabra. I think, actually, no, the Ghastly I don't think I have anymore. But I do have Kadabra just because that could be useful. And then, can't even remember the other thing I have. I have like evolved a Vivian, although I've since managed to catch a Vivian. I did evolve a Weedle into a Beedrill, I think. I hope I did that anyway. I've like evolved a lot of things like the Pokedex as well. Like I've caught and evolved a bunch of things. Oh crud, no. No. But what kind of Pokemon do you guys have? Xander, look for Alligator, dang. Oh yeah, I do need to get the Ralts. I kind of might get the Ralts. With like the Gardevoir, right? But let's see, Lucario, Glaceon, Victreebel, Drag. Oh right, Victreebel, that's my other one. I alluded to it earlier. But yeah. Dragonair. Dang it, Xander, you are plowing through. Plowing through, if that's what you have. On Lara, your team is Crocodile. Everyone has Crocodile. Crocodile, Flaffy. I had Flaffy too for a bit. Pidgey, Ralts, Pichu, and a rotating spot for roadblock moves. That's fair enough. Yeah, oh, you got the Ralts and then you found another. But yeah, I need to get the Ralts as well, though. But yeah. So yeah, Amoonguss switch. But yeah, I think Amoonguss is a good switch here, and then yeah, we'll be in a good position basically. And one thing I'm gonna do is if Crustle has Rock Tomb and if I have Electro Web, I might use one Electro Web at the beginning, and then basically, like Electro Ball will be like really powerful from like turn 2 onwards. So Tegan, you got Tepig. There we go. You got a Wobrotes and it has Gentle. That's like anytime I see Gentle, even on this game, I'm just like, oh man. Like I've seen like some Gentle Alaxes and I'm just like, come on man. I did have an Adamant Bunnelby, which I did try to keep around for a while, but like, you know, it's not going to be good. It's not going to have the ability, so it's not going to be good. And then the thing, my Fletchinder was Jolly, which is pretty good. And then I had something else with like Hasty, but I was kind of like, let's not be too hasty. So, Theo, hello. Right, Thunder, more like a blunder. It missed. Hang on, let's just see. Hang on, someone else said something. You were psyched that the pin you got for pre-ordering turned out to be Totodile. Would have been bummed if it'd been Tepig. Your Totodil's brave nature. That's all right. That's the thing, I really don't know whether to try for like the Greninjite or not, because just my online's gonna run out, so I'm like not gonna be able to get the other two anyway. I kind of, if it had been one of the other starters, I would have gone for it and then like added them to my team. But right, well done everyone. This is good. We're halfway there already. Right, here's Electro Ball. Could do. Okay, that didn't do very much. Right, Max Rockfall. Tegan, you got the Tepig with your pre-order. Nice. Did anyone actually manage to get the plush, or did people just get pins? And needles. Okay. Oh no, Crustle's paralyzed. Oh no, and Clefable's paralyzed. Here's a Sludge Wave. Ow, crud. No. Don't you dare hit Clefable. I said don't hit Clefable. Okay, Rock Tomb. I know, yeah, because that's the thing. I remember you didn't get the plush on Lara, because yeah, I was like moving and I wasn't sure about like the address and what the situation would be with like, or you know, ordering things. Like I didn't want to like put down an address and then like have to change it or something, or you know. So I think I actually could have maybe done that, and like, but yeah, it still would have been risky. So. But yeah, I'll just get rich and buy the plushes myself someday. That's my plan. But anyway, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Well done, Thunderous Team 1. Team 2, what have we got? Jill, maybe Tegan, and like a hopeful Jill, Tegan, and something else. We'll figure it out in a sec. Slowking, no. Crustal, no. Sandslash, no. But will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? No, dang. Okay, well, let's quickly look through these. No sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Oh, adamant. Oh, wouldn't it be adamant? Lonely, modest. Why isn't the Slowking modest and the Sandslash adamant? And bashful. Okay, I'm just going to get the Crustal. Right, okay. So, can we just check, are there enough people here to do a stack attacker? Maybe if we, I mean, it might be like Jill, Kieran, and Tegan or something like that. But could you guys let me know about Stack Attacker, and then we'll figure things out like afterwards? So, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Thunderous? Yes, I would. Oh, Kevin's here. Oh yeah, Kevin's here now. Haha. Okay. Why don't we go for... Okay, why don't we try for, like, say, Kevin, Jill, and Tegan, but we'll get a substitute for Tegan, just in case. Has anyone tried leaving Lumio City? If not, try it. Oh, really? I haven't, no. Okay, Tegan has restarted, like, everything possible. Tegan bought a brand new Switch, a brand new copy of Pokemon, a brand new Nintendo Switch Online subscription, a brand new router, a brand new house to put the router in. Everything is new and different, so... Let's do this. Okay. So anyway, chat, my lovely chat. Okay, so let's go with like Kevin, Jill, and Tegan. Maybe Kieran could be a backup, just in case. But let's do this thing. So we're gonna say yes, please, to the scientist. You guys are gonna say anything goes, but then we'll go stack attacker, stack attacker. And then hang on, I need to just on team 1. I'm just gonna delete Tegan. Because Tegan didn't actually get to play. Okay, right, here we go. So let's go 10, 17, and then 14, 37. Lots of 7s. But yeah, 10, 17, 14, 37. So 10, 17, 14, 37, 10, 17, 14, 37. Let's go. Let's do this thing. And there we go. Kevin Jones, if Kevin was a dragon. Okay. But no, Pokemon Legends ZA. So let me just, let me go into a couple of things. So can I just say, I think it looks really nice. Like, I'm playing it on Switch 1, and there are a couple of textures which are a bit, like, blurry or whatever. Like, that is true. On the first day, I didn't see as many. On day 2, I've seen a few more. But I think it looks really nice. And I love how bright and colorful it is. The Pokemon don't look washed out in the colors at all or anything, at least so far. There isn't really a Pokemon, like, the Pokemon kind of look like the colors that I think of them as being. Oh, server was interrupted. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. Tegan, what's going on your end? Tegan. But yeah, and I'm not really bothered about, like, 30 frames per second or anything, so... oh, I forgot to say, actually, this is my first stream using my brand new gamer mat. Yes, I am a pro gamer now. But no, I've got my Legends ZA pre-order gamer mat. It looks great. Doesn't really quite fit on this desk properly, but I'll take it. Oh, this is weird, man. Like, Tegan and Jill... And Jill, just to check, you're not, like, in the sewers underneath a Walmart or anything, right? Like, hanging out with the Ninja Turtles. You are, like, on a nice internet connection. The load times are so fast you can't even read the text on load screens. That sounds about right. The load times do look really quick on Switch 2. And again, I do have a Switch 2 copy, so someday I might be able to join the ranks of you all, but... What if you live in the sewers under a Walmart, though? Well, it is cool to be friends with the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, Donatello does machines. Where are your machines that you do, Donatello? Oh, this is weird. And it's actually like... Okay, it sounds like Jill has one problem, and the... It sounds like Jill has one problem and Tegan has another. Okay, I'm going to do a disconnect and a reconnect. We'll try again, but maybe if we get to like 1 minute 59, other people join or something like that. I think once we get to that point, we kind of will know that there's an issue. So stack. But yeah. That's the thing. Tegan's got the forever communicating. Jill's got some kind of like being kicked out, which just sounds very rude. Right, 1017 and then 0240. How about that? So here we go, everyone. Let's... I don't know. We'll do this. Right. But yes, I'm a pro gamer. I'm just looking at my nice mat, and I'm just like wiping it every few seconds anytime like some bit of fluff or grit or dust gets on it. But yes. Right, Kevin, not Jones. I know, this is really looking to be Kieran's day. But yeah, so we'll wait till 1 minute 59. Tegan, well, Tegan and Jill, until we hear back from Tegan and Jill. Whichever one is, you know. Has anyone been KO'd by Pokemon yet? No, I haven't. I got close with like alphas, or like a couple of Pokemon kind of chased me, and then there was like an alpha, and it was like, nah. But yeah. But no, so visually, yeah, why don't we have other people join at this point? I am sorry, Jill and Tegan, this is very annoying. I don't get why this is happening. But yeah, but I think it looks really nice. Like I like the aesthetic and the style and just the way things look and the way the Pokemon look. Like I love that they're not too tiny, like in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like I can see everything. Everything's nice and brightly colored. I really liked it. But there are so many Pikachus in that wild area, aren't there? I went like slightly red, but not like red. Not like a blah 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 kind of red. Okay. Kieran? Is Kieran here? We were supposed to have the 1 minute 59 rule. I'm scared. What is going... Is the universe trying to tell us to all just go play ZA? This is very weird. Okay, funny for the money. And then maybe someone else, but Stack Attacker, you know Stack Attacker, Super Duper Mega Weak to ground and fighting, but don't knock a good water team, because water in the rain is gonna be water in the rain is gonna be better than like, you know, non-stab fighting or whatever. But Machoke is pretty great. Machoke, stab Machoke, my kind of bloke. Muddy Water on Licky Tongue, we did use that last time, I believe. Okay. Shiinotic does have Weather Ball, so if we get like a rain team, a Shiinotic could be good. The only thing you can think of is that you have Genshin on your phone right now. Why would that interfere with the Switch? Unless you're like doing hotspot stuff. But yeah, no. Interesting. Okay, there is a Seadra to the left, so we could do that. And then there is Leron and Scientist. There is a Scientist, and then there is Mantine. Okay. Okay, how about this? Why don't we do the Seadra, and Rolsey can get the Seadra, and then Funny for the money, could do the scientist, but then we've got a Mantine behind it to back us up and be okay. Does that sound okay? Does that sound like a plan? It's the Nightbot 22-minute game, which ironically only goes at 20. When I set up the Nightbot 22-minute game, I thought it was going to go at like 22, 44, 66, 88. Like I thought it was going to go, but it just does it at like 22 and 44, and that's it. So anyway, okay. So oh gosh. I tell you what, we have a lot of special attackers, and I need to save my fighting PP, so I'm actually going to use a Max Darkness, my old friend, because I think that actually might be more beneficial. Like, you guys will do more with all of your, like, electric moves and stuff, so... But yeah, anyway, ZA. So, visually, I think it's nice. I like the visuals. I love the music. The music sounds really good. The Arceus, one of the, again, sorry, both talking negatively about Arceus. I didn't really like the music much with Arceus. I mean, in fairness, you also didn't get to hear it a lot, because every time you start to hear any piece of music, like the alpha music or whatever would like kick in, and then it would cut off, and then the song would like play again from the start again and stuff. So I did kind of like the home music, but I do remember a friend of mine did say it like sounded like something just composed in like GarageBand or something like that. I didn't mind it too, but like I liked it, but I could kind of hear perhaps like a lack of. Whereas I think the music sounds really pretty in this game, and I love how it's like remixed Pokemon X and Y themes. So I'm really digging that. Thanks for the rain, jerkwad. Oh, we did it! Wow, was that a crit? No, we just won very quickly there. Excellent. Well done, Team 2. We made it through. So. Oh, on Lara, Shiny Regigigas! Yes! Excellent, 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 excellent. That's very cool. The ZA music has been great so far, Kevin says. Yeah, so I've really liked the music and the sound design and everything. Very, very good. You know, as with like modern Pokemon games, yeah, it's a little bit slow to start, whatever. But yeah, so Emolga switch, it's time for Emolga to be ditched. Emolga switch, it's time for Emolga to be switched. Emolga switch, Emolga switch, Emolga switch, Emolga switch, Emolga switch, Rousey with your Emolga switch. There we go, nicely done. That's like, so I think it was Lairon to the right here, so do we want to like face a Lairon next? Yeah, we want to do Lairon because Metang will be more annoying, and then the Scientist is this way as well, and then we can do the Mantine, and then that'll be good. Plus, I mean, because Legend ZA doesn't seem to have a busted shiny hunting method, this also means that Lairon is like a, oh, I need a shiny one of them, so let's go for it. But there we go, okay. Right, I'm gonna Dynamic Punch just to get one in here, and we'll see how the rest goes. But I think we'll be okay here. I think... I'm wondering if, like, some stuff they're holding back for the DLC. Because, like, one thing about the DLC is presumably it's gonna have to use a lot of the city again. Unless they, like, add, like... I don't know, like a sewer system to the city or something. I don't know if they. I haven't got to the end of the game yet, so and no spoilers, obviously. But if the DLC is still gonna like sort of take place in the city, they're gonna have to do something to expand it in some way, or like breathe extra life into it. And so I do think something like outbreaks could be very helpful. So, but yeah, you can. Yeah, if you ever encounter a shiny. Like, if you ever hear the shiny noise, save your game. Because when a shiny has been found, it, like, stays there for forever, and that's true of, like, 10 shinies. Once, like, 10, you find 10 shinies, if you haven't, like, caught them or scared them off or anything like, you know, anything like that, then they will start to get replaced. But basically, your game does store shiny Pokemon in the wild. So if you ever bypass one and you're like, oh no, I heard the shiny noise, but I couldn't find it anywhere. You will, as long as you have saved your game, you will have the chance to find it again. So like, oh wait, it was on that rooftop, or oh wait, it was over there. that's a helpful thing. So, but yeah, so there's no outbreaks or anything. But again, I'm wondering if they're like... Here's the thing to remember, guys. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, this is a positive thing about Arceus. The massive the mega massive outbreaks, whatever they called them, the big, you know, the other kind of the mass outbreaks. I can't remember what they called them now. But whatever the other kind of they were just regular outbreaks, and then they had like the super duper smaller outbreaks and the whole Munchlax system. That was implemented as a free update later. So it wouldn't surprise me if they have some kind of outbreak system saved for the DLC. Or just, and that might, or they might even have it for everyone, but then the DLC will add other Pokemon or something like that. Do you know what I mean? I think Shiinotic is the one to do the science here, because it's not a water type. And it has Weather Ball. And then if we get something good here... Oh, Clefairy, that sucks. Okay, Kieran, you're going to be switching for Mantine. But yeah, if we go for Mantine, then we should be okay here. You really don't... I think basically you're going to have to use like max overgrowth here, right? Which isn't ideal, but it's fine. We'll work it out. Yeah, that was some pretty bad science, unfortunately. But yeah, so looks good, music's good. We've talked a bit about the battle system and how that just takes getting used to, and the controls. Less convoluted than Arceus, but there is still just a lot to get to grips with. Can I just say, one thing I do find is between Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, and Scarlet and Violet, I think somewhere between all these things is a very good Pokemon game. I think you could have a turn-based RPG, but with a little bit of action to it, perhaps a little bit of action, a little bit of movement, a little bit of like timing, like if you don't select your move fast enough, you forfeit your turn, you know, that kind of thing. I think between all these things, but with like the catching systems of like Arceus and ZA and stuff like that, I think between all these games, there is like a very good Pokemon game that could exist in them for like Gen 10. And so I'm quite excited. This game is getting me excited for Gen 10. I like the battle system. I wouldn't want it to take over the turn. I do still want turn-based though. I do, and not just for like Pokemon Champions or whatever. So that's just one thing I was going to say. But one thing I'm really loving about this game, and that I hope that they could kind of implement it into like Gen 10 or something in some way. But I really love that you've got your team of 6 Pokemon on the left D-pad. Or just, I guess that is the D-pad, isn't it? But like on the D-pad buttons. And that you kind of just cycle through them, and then like up sends them out and down returns them. I really like that. I think that's really cool. So, like, I actually do think Pokemon could benefit from like having some kind of like, you have a certain amount of time to select your move, because a bit like this, to be honest. I actually think that would work well in like the main game. I do think that little bit of like, oh gosh, I gotta decide something. I actually do think that could be good. And maybe, you know, you could have different difficulty modes where that amount of time is for some people less, for some people more. Hang on, Thunder, Mullica Blunder. Come on. Oh, paralysis. Wait, hang on. Is that... No! We're not going to beat it in 3 turns. No! Okay. But this is actually okay. Because... this is actually okay, though. Because... this will mean that I get to Dynamax. And so... that's not a problem. It's a bit of a shame we're going to lose out on the rain in Spain. Mostly in the plains. But... oh well. But, right, Dragon Pulse. Oh, the Dragon Pulse is so weak. So weak. Okay, well done, everyone. No, I mean, basically, just if we had got, like, a moderately better science, we would have been okay there. But as soon as I saw Clefairy, I was like, Mantine is a special defensive tank. But anyway. Anyway, Bark. Let me think of other things. I did a big old message to my friend Lewis, but, now, obviously, like, I sort of like this city, but I am perhaps beginning to see the limitations of it and stuff. You know, all the wild areas are kind of, like, the same. But right, Mantine Switch. Mantine Switch, Clefairy now is gonna be ditched for the Mantine Switch. The Mantine Switch, it's time for Clefairy to be ditched. And thanks for nothing, Clefairy. No 07s for you. But yes. But yeah, nevertheless, I still like the city and stuff like that. Again, I feel like this is like a good base form for something else for like Gen 10, but we'll have to see how it goes over. That's the thing, I wish the streets looked a bit different. Like, I actually wish that, like, the red street had some, like, red on, like, the ground. Like, the bricks on the floor were red or something like that. Just something so, because I'm having fun exploring, but I also really have no idea where I am whenever I find anything. I know that, like, there are, like, things hanging up the way you can kind of tell what street you're on. But I feel like you need to be able to see it whether you're looking up or down or whatever. So, we'll have to see how that goes. But I like the collection of Pokemon so far. I like the different features. I am enjoying the battle system. I am sort of beginning to enjoy the nuances of it. I do like that I am using moves like Leer and, you know, again, I like Xenoblade, so I do like the, you know, sort of timed element of it and stuff. The trainer battles haven't been too much of an issue so far. I do quite like sneaking up on people. The one thing I will say is the day cycle seemed kind of short. Like, I was just sort of playing and it was like, oh, it's nighttime now, you better go do the other stuff. And I was like, but I'm not finished yet. And, you know, that was a bit annoying. I like that every Pokemon nurse isn't the same. I know. Okay, so this is one thing I felt about Pokemon games for a while. I get annoyed seeing, like, the same trainers every time, you know, sort of like, oh, here's, like, the backpacker or whatever. And I'm like, I hope we get a Pokemon game someday where, like, every trainer does look different. And it doesn't have to be radical, right? But you could have a backpacker and then just change one from having, like, green clothing to, like, brown clothing. And then one with, like, blonde hair to being a brunette, and then one with, like, who's a redhead. Like, you could have, like, 3 backpackers, and all you have to do is just, like, sort of change the palette on them, right? You know, just sort of change the skin color a bit on another one, like that kind of thing. And so I think you could do that. Like, instead of using the same trainer model, like, 3 to 5 times, use it 3 to 5 times, but with some differences. You know, give one of them glasses or something like that. You know, a lot of people have pointed out that in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there is that Clive character who looks very similar to the school principal, but they're totally different characters, yet they seem to use some kind of shared base model. That's really cool. Sorry. But you know what I mean. But that's actually not that wild of an example. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars, get those emojis in. And if you haven't clicked like on the video yet, could you please click like on the video? Because it's time for Bo to shame his fans. Maybe we should have at least 10 likes. 11 maybe even 11, who knows. Seadra is a no. Lairon is not shiny. Dang, I need shiny Lairon though. Mantine is not aquamarine. But will we get the golden stack attacker? No, I am very overdue for a shiny though. at this point. I'm just putting that out there. I'm very overdue for one. Even in the Legends ZA, I've seen so many people who've got them. I do not. Then again, I have only played for like 4 or 5 hours or something. So, right. What are the natures? Hang on. Careful, lonely, rash, and brave. Brave and rash belongs in the trash. These are all terrible natures, I think. These really are all terrible natures. I'm just going to go for the Laron because I need one a shiny, and maybe if I take a non-shiny, it means that I'm one closer to getting a shiny, right? Is that how it works? But I will just say, in addition to Bo shaming his fans, I do also want to it's time for Bo to thank his fans. Not just thank you for being here whilst there is a new Pokemon game out. I will just say as well, I did yesterday have a very generous, like, off-screen Wonga. Like, someone used the Wonga link, but when I wasn't on stream. And so I know they are watching right now, so I do just want to say thank you. I am happy to thank you and, like, say your name out loud, but just maybe you did it off-screen to be secretive. But if you're happy with me thanking you out loud in front of everyone, I will happily say your name. But please do know just how thankful I am. That was very kind, and I did just want to thank you for that, because I don't really have a way of thanking you. If someone does like an off-screen donation, I don't really have a way to be like acknowledged and thank you. So I'm thanking you now. Kaz, hello, welcome. Is there anyone else who's joined the chat as well who I have not yet said hi to? If I have missed you, please say hi, and I will say hi back. But yeah. But anyway, thank you, mysterious but not mysterious benefactor for your very kind Wonga. Plus, it's fun to say Wonga, so you know. Even though it was off screen, I'm still saying Wonga because it's fun to say. Right, we're gonna keep the stack attacker. Celesteela, can we see who is around for? Oh, and can you guys let me know about Nihilego as well, please? So could you please let me know, can you do Celesteela and can you do Nihilego? Ready, set, bow, let me know. Will this be a non-Kieran round of the Dynamax Adventures? Let's find out. I would like for Solid Internet to join the chat. Well, yes, that as well. So we've got Kevin and Lara, and they can't do Nihilego. So I am inclined to give this I'm inclined to believe that if they're in Team 3, they'd up and flee. Or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Why don't we try on Lara, Kevin, and Jill, and then let's try on Lara, Kevin, and Jill, and then if Jill can't join, we'll have Kieran be our 59-second thing. GenPokemon.com, get out of here. Spam site, get out of it. Right, we're on the internet, we're connected. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we're going to say anything goes. Celesteela. Kevin, you know I never. Anything goes. Sing. Okay, so... right, sorry. Right, link code. Here we go. 1017 and then 0303. How about that? One thing I will say, I want to use my position as a professional voice actor here to talk about something. So if I had the ability to make a video and I didn't have a messed up eye and a missing tooth and all that, I would make a video about this. I'd be like, hi, I'm a professional voice actor and I want to talk about the Pokemon games and voice acting. But this is what I'm going to talk about very briefly. No, just very quickly, just as someone who does do this and know this and, you know, has done a bit, I've done a few video games. I will just say, so in the past, I have always kind of pointed out that implementing voice acting in video games is no small feat. And particularly for like the bigger the game and the more branched out it is and everything, the more of a headache it can be. And Pokemon is a game that, don't forget, like, they make these games in like, what, like 8, 9, 10 languages now or something like that. Like every time they release a new game, they make it in like 8, 9 or 10 languages. That is huge for any individual game, okay? Not a lot of places do like what, 6 or 7, maybe like 8, but like 6 to 8 is more of like the modern range, whereas Pokemon does like 8 to 10 or something like that. It's a big deal because Pokemon's a big deal, but that also means that adding any kind of voice acting in is tough. And connecting. Oh, crud. I don't think this is going to work. Kieran, are you on standby? Oh, Jill! Jill made it! Looks like you made it! Okay, we made it. Wow! Look at that. Okay, Celesteela, it's like a Skarmory. It's weak to fire and electric. But if we get Wide Guard Pokemon are good as well. So Mienshao, Kingler, Pelipper, Mantine, and Hitmonlee. Okay? Oh gosh, these all suck! But don't forget it has Earthquake. I'm going to go with Marsh Stomp just because it's the one that handles its moves best. Like Steel, Earthquake, you know, it works. Okay, we do have an Electric. Hooray. And then another Electric. Oh, and more Electric. Yes. Okay, well, I'll take it. Hopefully we can get some kind of Wide Guard Pokemon and then we'll be sorted. If we get a Wide Guarder, yeah, we literally sorted. Right, there's a Girder to the right. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, hang on. There's a flying in the top right. Was that a Pelipper? No, it's a normal type. Dang. Oh, I thought it was a Pelipper in the top right. Right, there are fire types to the right, but there is also Luxray to the left. Do we want to go for Luxray to have an all-electric team here? I'm inclined to go left. I'm inclined to go left. I know there are fire types to the right, but again, I was just thinking we could have like an all-electric team here. But, because don't forget, Colossal is ×4 weak to... Colossal is ×4 weak to Earthquake, and Charmeleon is a Charmeleon. So, whereas Luxray doesn't have Intimidate, but it probably would stand the best chance against an Earthquake. So that's what I was thinking when I was going to the left. Oh, Lightning Rod. Right. I didn't think of that. Oh. Crud. Okay, fire types it is. Yeah, good point. That's a good point. The Lightning Rod, Raichu. Dang it. Okay. So Kevin basically just made the point that I was building up to. So I was going to say, look, adding voice acting in games is no small feat. It has a lot of complications. There would also be a bit of a, well, what about like the anime? Would you expect the characters and the voices in the games to then be in the anime? That then adds a whole other thing. Like, so there are a lot of, there are a lot of like complications with it, and it would add a lot of, and there could be things where people would worry about like leaks and secrets and all kinds of stuff as well. It would lead to more, it could lead to like more info getting out there before games release and stuff like that. So I do understand. And this isn't me like strictly defending it, but it's just one of those things where people just talk about, oh, just add voice acting as if it's like the simplest thing ever, and it's like, no, it's like a big and complex thing. It like adds a lot of time. Also as well, I mean, it's also like a be careful what you wish for, because depending on how you record the voice acting, you could get a game that doesn't really even sound very good. Even if you have people who are good, like, oh, well, the cast is good, why does this sound sucky? Because of the different ways that video games are produced, and, depending on a game like Pokemon that kind of needs to stick to a specific time schedule, if they have to opt for certain options in order to be able to get these games recorded, it could also lead to a lower quality voice acting recording. So, you have to be careful of that kind of stuff as well. But the one thing I will say, and this is the point that Kevin makes, is, however, with all that said, with all that, look, I understand it and stuff like that. The thing is, and this is and Kevin said this, and this is kind of the issue. We've kind of got to a point now where the graphics, and I am more inclined to go for Charmeleon than Matey Boy, Colossal. I know Colossal is stronger, but I do worry about Earthquakes. But, okay, well, I guess I'm the one taking it, so, haha, like, joke's on me. But the issue is that as the games get more advanced, we're getting, like, more advanced, not just, like, visuals, but even just the cinematic qualities of the game. And so, where a game like on the DS, if you had voice acting with it, it wouldn't have really made that much of a difference. I am going to use water moves, even though that's going to speed up Colossal. I do apologize, but what are you going to do? But anyway, Bark. But the thing is that these games are getting more and more cinematic, and we're getting these very, like, cinematic cutscenes. And so, I will admit, it is a little bit jarring to sort of see these, like, very sort of cinematic cutscenes. And I just want to read how Kevin put it. Structure their cutscenes like they have voice acting. And that's kind of the thing. Like, you sort of get these things where, like, the characters move about all fluidly, they open their mouths, you know, like the lighting is perfect, the angle on them is different, it's not kind of like super strictly like in-engine kind of thing. It's like specially made cutscene, and then it's silent. And so that is kind of weird. Oh no, Meteor Beam, that's the worst move ever. Oh no, that's actually worse than like a Vocalith. Right, you hang in there, buddy. Oh, buddy, oh, pal. Unless, I will just say one thing. I could take the Colossal here, but we could also have Raichu take it, 1 for health reasons and 2 for Lightning Rod reasons. Because Lightning Rod could be more of a hindrance than a help. So I don't mind keeping my Marshtomp if it means that we can have 2 Pokemon using electric moves instead of 1. I wouldn't really want to do the old put all the eggs in a Raichu Lightning Rod basket. In a lot of battles, I do think you can be like, oh, well, let's just power up Raichu and Raichu can do more damage here kind of thing. But when the Celesteela has Earthquake, I don't think that's a good idea. And particularly because it now has low health as well. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Onlera actually said this same thing. Sorry, I've only just looked at chat for the first time. In a couple of minutes there. It's like I think since before the battle. But yeah, so oh yeah, no, Jolteon, we were never going to switch Jolteon though. It was either going to be Marshtomp or like Marshtomp or Raichu. But yeah, no, Jolteon we're keeping. We're definitely keeping Jolteon. We're never going to get rid of Jolteon. But yeah, so originally we were thinking Marshtomp, but I actually think Raichu's the better call here, because it doesn't have a whole lot of health, and it means that our other electric attackers can actually attack. So yeah, nicely done there, Kevin. Because then Jolteon can set up the Max Lightning very, very frightening as well. What have we got on this final team? Let's find out. Scolipede, Noctowl, and Tangela. Do we want to go Noctowl because of... I think Noctowl because of berries, right? Because it's also a flying type. There is science, but I don't think the science is really worth risking. Like, if we had a better Pokemon other than Scolipede, but if the science was bad, Scolipede isn't going to save us. So, and Marshtomp does have a lot of good resistance to Celesteela. It's like Earthquake is neutral against it, but looks like for Christmas you're getting some Colossal. Very nice. I know I switched around the way your joke worked there, but I will just say, so I do quite like talking about writing and comedy and things like that. The reason I changed it is if you begin with the Christmas, you set up the expectation of the coal, whereas if you just say, looks like I'm getting Colossal for Christmas, like if you say for Christmas I'm getting Colossal, it's like you sort of then you subvert the expectation, whereas if you don't mention Christmas until the end, you lose that from it. Does that make sense? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, Jill had a... Okay, something's definitely up with Jill's internet. Yeah, we did not want a helping hand on Colossal. Hang in there, Metang. Oh, buddy, oh, pal. But yeah, so... Anyway, so to then go back to the voice acting thing. So that's the thing, they sort of set up their scenes in a way like other games that do have voice acting, but then it doesn't have voice acting. And so we've kind of reached a point in the technology and the presentation of the games where it would kind of make sense to have it. Ooh, Ice Punch. More like an Ice Punch. Freeze it. Yes! Oh, we actually did freeze it. Yes! Has anyone got a freeze in CA yet? I did, and it was pretty sweet. I got one with an Ice Fang, more like a Nice Fang. It was pretty great. Because the Pokemon actually had, like, dodged one of my moves, and I was, like, very annoyed. And then I froze it, and I was like, yeah, you stay there. You stay there so I can hit you. Okay, well done, Nil. Yeah, instead of Jill, it's Nil. Or it could be Null, but I like Nil. Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. Oh, on Lara, I'm beautiful. Oh, well, thank you. Sorry, autocorrect. That is not the first time that has ever happened when someone's tried to refer to me, and it won't be the last. But yeah, I personally think, I mean, we'll select quickly, but honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I'll press the B button very quickly, but I guess Metang could switch, but if we really, like, want the Jolteon to be a Jolteon, so I will mash the B button here. Okay, yeah. I think let's switch the Metang then. Just because I trust you with an on-Lara more than Freya, was it? Berries! It's a shame, because, yeah, we did have the healing there, but... But yeah, the Jolteon might waste a helping hand on turn 1, though. Heads up for that. But hopefully it does just switch to Thunderbolt, and then we'll be okay. Ooh, that was a cool cry. Right, here we go, everyone. Baby, bye, 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 bye. Okay. Please, Freya, do the right thing. Do the right thing, Freya. Oh, does this mean we lose our Giganta? Oh, dang it. Yep, here's the helping hand. And it's going for me. Great going, Freya. Oh, here's the Earthquake. Oh, no. Oh, okay, Colossal only lost half. That's not bad. Oh, and here's the Reflect from on-Lara. That's using the old noodle on-Lara. I am going to let Colossal go for it, because just I don't really offer anything here. It was either going to be Colossal or Jolteon. There's just no point in me doing it. Like, I'm not going to do much damage. So I'd rather try and hold out and see if Colossal can get at least one max flare in or something. Right, here we go. Please. No, Freya, your stab super effective! Can you not helping hand something else that stabs you? Oh, I don't feel optimistic about Colossal here. Oh, I feel more optimistic about Colossal here. On Lara, that was a genius swap. Like, literally, who would have thought a Noctowl was better than a Metang? Against the Celesteela. But here we go, Kevin. Hit it, Kevin, because Freya won't. Freya refuses. Jill, no, that's okay. You're good. Don't worry. Clearly Freya will not be invited back to the stream. Yeah, everyone press the plus button so that we can block Freya after this. Right, Kevin, here we go. But yeah, so anyway, Legend ZA. So I'm liking the control scheme more than Arceus. I'm liking the battle system more than Arceus. I'm liking the visuals more than Arceus. Again, the thing with Arceus is at the time, Arceus was in this weird place where it had some real highs with the visual, but then also like really like low lows. Like there were things in Arceus where I was like, that is just kind of flat out ugly, I'm afraid. And you know, obviously then Scarlet and Violet came along, but until then, Arceus kind of took the cake for, like, you know, sort of kind of going backwards in terms of visuals, at least in some regards. But this game, I think it looks nice. It looks clean. Again, it's bright and colorful. I love how bright and colorful everything is. Nothing looks like faded out or anything. None of the colors look washed out, which is a really nice thing. Okay, hang in there, everyone. So, yeah, but the battle system's better. I like the characters more because, like, they're actually nice, which in Arceus they weren't. Like, Arceus had a lot of characters who just aren't very nice or whatever. Oh, yeah, I should have been using Ice Punch probably. But here we go, Max Flare. Kevin, do it. We did it. Oh, my gosh. Well done, everyone. Very nice job, Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. Kieran, are you ready to host an Nihilego? Can you host a Nihilego? Do we even have a player 2? After me and Kevin, cause everyone's having internet that goes doo-doo. That is doo-doo. Has anyone noticed that Urbane/Tawny have the default hairstyle of the player 2? Yes. I noticed it was kind of similar, but no. Okay. Right. Gerda is a no. Colossal is a no-lossal. Noctowl is not Ashes. But will we get the White Bamboo Celesteela? No, come on, I'm mathematically, not only am I, like, overdue for a shiny at this point, but I'm even getting, like, mathematically close to being mathematically close to having a shiny legendary at this point. Modest, okay, Colossal's the one I'm going to pick. Oh, Timid, dang, okay, so no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there. I'm just going to go for Colossal, more like a no-lossal, and there we go. Okay. Do. No, actually, no, my thing about Urbane and Tawny is I couldn't really remember what they looked like in the official artwork, and I think I did just pick the default hair, so I didn't, like, think anything about... I think if I'd have picked a different hairstyle, maybe I would have, like, noticed it or whatever, but... I think I did just go with the default one because it was like, it's like wavy and medium length. I like that. That's the thing I like to go for. So, welcome back. Would you like to find a record, keep the record of Celesteela? Yes, sure thing. Okay, chat, we'll try and roll through these next two quickly. So is there anyone who can do a Nihilego? Let me know. So, ready, set, bow. And here we go. You can only change your hair color at the beginning. I thought there was some... No, I thought there was some style. No, I don't know. Maybe I... Oh, no, maybe it was just the color. What was the other... No, hang on. Oh, yeah, no, you couldn't do hair style, could you? Because I think I do remember being like, oh, because of the hairdressers in the game, like furfurus and whatnot. Yeah, no, sorry, you could pick like the color and a load of other things, but yeah, sorry, you couldn't do the hairs. Well, maybe there was like sort of several hairstyles among... Were there different hairstyles amongst the different avatars, or was the different avatars just different color as well? Anyway, I'm getting confused. So let me know who is around for a Nihilego, or is it really just Kieran? Otherwise, I'm thinking, do we just go for like a Thunderous again? Like, if it really is only like me and like 3 Kierans for a Nihilego, I'm almost like, should we just do like a Thunderous and then call that a day or something like that? Particularly because we've had delays and disconnects and everything else. I'm just worried, Jill, if you have a disconnect, that then can throw off the NPCs and stuff like that. I mean, I suppose in some ways it's better to have a human player for a couple of rounds or whatever, but if you suddenly have an NPC if you suddenly have someone disconnect in the middle of a round, though, that can be a problem. We'll have to see. Ooh, Tegan, what rank are you, what is your promotion match for, Tegan? Yeah, one already has. Okay, Jill, if you are happy to try again, let's try 2 Kierans and a Jill. Let's just go for a 2 Kierans and a Jill Nihilego, and then maybe we can go for Thunderous afterwards. But yeah, okay, let's do like a 2 Kierans and a Jill Nihilego. So yeah, I'm not going to do a disconnect and a reconnect. I do apologize. Forgive me if that's stubborn, but I do want to just kind of move things forward today. Rank V. I thought at first I thought you were like saying rank 5. I was like, whoa, you're like rank 5. I was like, wait, there is no rank 5. Like, oh, rank V. You just mean V as in a V. 2 Kieran's and Joe. I know it does sound like a rom-com or a sitcom or some kind of movie or show or something. Kaz, tempted to get ZA for Christmas or B-Day. It's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. Okay. 8887. Oh my gosh. And then 7461 or 888-77461 is the other way to think about it. Right, here we go. Rank 5 would be much more exciting. Nah, we'll all get there soon enough, I'm sure. But right, Jill. Did I say Jill yet? Okay. Oh, Jill. Okay. So Nihilego, super duper mega weak to ground, and then steel, water, psychic. One thing that I will give praise to regarding Legends Arceus. No, I don't want it. Dedene's weak to poison. I'll go with Pink Urchin because of Hydro Pump. I really don't want to, but I was tempted to go with Roselia for Weather Ball. Like, see, if we could redo this, I would say Roselia 3rd and Pink Urchin 4th, because at least Roselia could then use Weather Ball. But okay, so Dedenne is going to be a definite switch. I mean, we could use entrainment strats along the way, as long as we definitely switch to Dedenne. Okay, let's see. Rock. No, wait. That went by way too quickly. There is water in the top right. So, oh, and there is steel to the right as well. Oh, it's Lairon. Okay, so maybe if we go for Lairon and the water type, there is Mantine as well. But Lairon's better than Mantine, though. Okay, Poliwrath. Okay. Yeah, if we go to the right, we can get Lairon and we can get Poliwrath. So I think that probably sounds good. Xander, you'd say you're ranked, but then people would say, you're that far? Lol. Xander, you rank 5. Are you rank E? Okay, Xander, are you higher or lower than a rank E? Or are you at rank E? Have I just guessed it? I need shiny Lairon too, and particularly because it sounds like Legend ZA may not give it to me. That's thing, you did have a very evolved... You didn't have Dragonite, you had Dragonair. But that does mean you're between like 30 and 55. Okay, well done everyone. I am going to Thunder, more like a blunder. And then here we go. Do. Yes! Well, you can thank Tegan. Tegan was sort of technically sort of... I'm going to call that a collaborative effort between myself and Tegan. That's awesome, though, Xander. Wowie zowie. Wowie zowie. Right, Dazzling Gleam, more like a Dazzling Beam. I do need to go out tonight to do a bit of pogo, but maybe I really will just, like, spin a stop and turn back and come back to the house rather than... Actually, no, I need to do 1 cake as an egg. I do need to do at least 1 kilometer so I can hatch my egg, but... A great big pile of egg. Oh, crud, I forgot to actually get my egg this morning. Oh, maybe I need to... I'll tell you what, guys, I am just going to go on my Pokemon Go. Because I want to get my free egg for the day. And it's like, you can get some, like, you know, kilometers, or you can get some steps on your egg just from, like, carrying your phone around the house. So I might simultaneously play Pokemon Go whilst doing this. So forgive me if I'm, like quietly catching some Pokemon. It's like, no, I'm totally focused on this Serena. I'm not catching a Woobat. No, not catching any Woobats at all. But yeah, new game, day off, exactly. Oh, and you were sick. Oh no. Well, I'm glad that you're hopefully less sick now, in theory, in game theory. Do. Oh, a Fletchender. I haven't caught one of those in any Pokemon games in a while. No, there we go. And Serena, you gotta see her. But you don't necessarily have to keep her. You have to catch her, but you don't have to keep her. Ash, keep her. Okay, right, here we go, everyone. Right. Let's see what we've got, shall we? Diddle-oo. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Right. Serena's bad against Annihilego, so this is, and it's not really useful for the other stuff like Lairon and whatever else. I guess it could be useful against Poliwrath, but like so is Dedenne. I would say Dedenne is more useful for now. Tegan, you got the rank up, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do Lairon. And then here we go. We're gonna open a gift. Oh, hang on. Did I? Oh, yeah, no. Lairon. Yeah. So, because Mantine's a special attacker. So, like, yes, it is a water type, but it's a special attacker. And it doesn't have the immunity to poison that we're looking for. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison that's specially chosen to poison Cusco. Because I won't use the other one. Because I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't want this video getting flagged. Okay. So. Hydro pump, more like a crypto dump. Oh, and then I need to pet my Hydrapple. I have a Hydrapple in Pokemon Go. I'm very proud of myself for that one. Right. Well done, everyone. Just stab attack this thing to the best of your ability. Oh, I'm out of Oh, yeah, I ran out of Pokeballs yesterday. Oh, no, I definitely do need to go out for a walk to, like, spin some stops, but maybe I just won't catch many things. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, and I was trying to catch an Ekans, and it fled anyway. Boo, Ekans. Okay. Oh, yeah, I haven't met the character named after me yet in ZA. Forgot about him. Oh, and there's an Applin. Even though I already have a Hydrapple, I will gladly catch more Applin. But yeah, sorry. I do just need to get my 1k egg going, just so that later on, maybe I have less walking to do later on. And then it means I can play more ZA. Okay, there we go. Well done, everyone. Well done. Man, every Applin I catch is, like, terrible stats. Even the ones that, like, should have good stats. Right, you want to catch everything, you don't have to keep them, but always catch them, let's do this thing! Yeah, I don't have any regular Pokeballs right now. This is very bad. Yeah, so we are switching for Lairon and for Poliwrath. This is very important. I would suggest that... I would suggest that Dedenne... Do we want Dedenne? Actually, maybe Ivysaur could switch here. Either Ivysaur or Dedenne. As long as one of you switches, then that's important. Yeah, Ivysaur or Dedenne. Ivysaur could be better just because Poliwrath can set up the rain. And then that can like lead to like a stacking up of things. I know Lairon only has Iron Tail, but Poliwrath does have like some nice stab here. Kieran, if you wanted to get rid of your Golurk for science, if you have low health at the end of this, you're welcome to get rid of your Golurk for science, because it does have a special attacking ground move, so it's not really that good. Yeah. So we could do it for whimsy's sake. Okay. Right. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so to just conclude that voice acting point, by the way, it's also one of those things where, to also kind of like round out this point, although now I can't remember the point I was gonna make. Yeah, there are just like these bits where it kind of really looks like it should like kind of have voice acting, quote unquote. But then there are other bits where if it kind of just played more like regularly, a lot of the like press A to advance type stuff is like fine, but it's just the more cinematic stuff where it is just a bit more like noticeable. And and there was a point I was gonna make, but now I can't remember what, because I was kind of began reintroducing my point only to then forget the new point I was gonna make, and because I'm playing Pokemon Go and that's all distracting. Yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Sorry, I did have a new point to make, but I forgot what it is now. Again, it's because I'm doing like 3 things at once here, so yeah, metal sound is fine. That's not a problem. Right, Max Lightning, very, very frightening. Me. For me. For me. For me. Okay, excellent. Right, I think I can turn off my game now, for now, or whatever. I really do need to get some Pokeballs, though. Yay, I got 3 from my daily free box. Okay. Right, so I always forget when you turn on Pokemon Go, there's like so many things that you like kind of have to do. So it's just like, you can't just like turn on your game and do a thing or whatever. You have to like, you know, there's like a whole bunch of like, right, I have to catch one of these and I have to do this and then I have to do this and someone's inviting me to a raid battle. Okay, so Dedenne switch, it's time for Dedenne to now switch. Jill, please switch, Dedenne switch, that was nicely switched, Jill. Okay, well done everyone. Right, I'm going to close my game now. I'm going to focus on you guys, gals, non-binary pals. So excellent. Oh, on Lara, you went from 43 to 69. Nice! That's cool. I went from 47. I was like a few 100,000 away from 48. But yeah, so Golurk could switch here. Statistically, you'd be quite likely to get a water type. And then that would work in the rain, in Spain, mostly on the plains. So, because you do have the low health. Oh, for the love of Nelly! It's the same rubbish science, except it's somehow worse this time. It's the same Pokemon, but it's worse. It's worse. It's worse. Bo, stop playing Pokemon so you can help us play Pokemon. And then once... That's the thing, I need to hurry up. That's the thing, I need to stop playing Pokemon so we can hurry up finishing playing Pokemon so we can all go and play Pokemon. Right, here we go. Here's the Electric Surge. I can't believe that... Can I just say, that is, both from a mathematics standpoint and a thematic standpoint, funnier than Nightpop picking Jill over and over. Because the odds of getting Clefairy twice in such, like, no, that's really bad circumstances is just too much. Wow. Will Clefairy 2 be... Wait, there's a terrain. Oh, right, that means... Yes, that means Lairon can use 1 Steel Roller. So... That is a very good point. Yeah, Lairon gets 1 free Steel Roller, and then it has to switch to Iron Tail afterwards, or whatever. Are we doing Thundurus after this? If we have enough people for a Thundurus, I would love to do Thundurus, if that's okay. But, I mean, if people need to leave and stuff, I also understand. Also, why is my... Right. No. Close that. Open that. There we go. Okay, well done, everyone. Nice work so far. But yeah, that is a good question. Yeah, I still would love to do Thundurus if there are people happy to do Thundurus, but it's just if people are like leaving or something after this, then that. I wish I could remember the point I was going to make about voice acting and voice actors, and Because it was a new point that I hadn't made. Someone had said something that kind of got me thinking about it again, and then there was something when I was playing my Pogo when I was thinking about it, but it adds a lot of money. It's not straightforward. Cutscene. Oh no, I think I was gonna just say the cutscenes are very, very good. By the way, maybe it was even I was just gonna say the cutscenes are very, very good, despite the lack of a voice sort of thing. The cutscenes are very, very good in this. I do like the presentation. Oh, for the love of... Not that Pincurchin was exactly the linchpin Curchin of the team, but still, that sucks. Isn't there like 2 KOs here? Oh, okay, okay, so Xander, so no Xander to... Oh, I'm sorry for the lack of Xander days, Xander. This is that sucks, but at least you're doing something nice instead, so... Hopefully you're not too sick or anything like that. But no, well, I hope you have fun. Okay, right, anyway, hopefully we get a shiny here. Can someone please get a shiny? I feel like in like the past 2 streams we haven't like had any shinies or something like that. I could be wrong. Maybe someone, maybe someone got like Scepter shinies or something, but I feel like as a team, as a group, we haven't had a shiny for a while. So Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars. And we'll see if anyone's around for a Thunderous or whether we just have to end up calling this, like, here. Right, here we go. Serena! You gotta see her. It is not shiny. Laron is not shiny. Poliwrath is not green. But, ready, set, bow. Will we get the good Annihilego? It's Annihilate, no. No. Okay, so Serena, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Sorry, I've got like a hiccup or a belch or I'm holding back something. Right, docile, adamant, mild, and careful. I'm going to go with an adamant Laron. Because, hey, if I take all the Larons, it probably still won't work. And you did get the Regigigas. That is true as well. So congrats on that. I'm glad that your, like, Ultra Moon Sun resetting is going better. Or going well so far. Are there any older records you wouldn't mind erasing? Okay, so are we able to do a Thunderous? Do we have enough for a Thunderous? Let me know if... Oh, what? Oh, this is why you can tell. This is why I'm doing too many things at once. Can you guys please let me know... No, I just messed that up as well. Can you guys please let me know whether you can do a Thunderous? Strike, number of times you played, I can do Thunderous, ready, set, bow, here we go. I'm whacking my laptop, I'm doing all kinds of nonsense. Okay. 2 stupid shiny pigs. What's wrong with shiny pigs? Because we could, in theory, maybe have like Onlara, Kieran, and Jill. Yeah, can we go for that? And then maybe like Kieran can be on standby for any shiny issues. But let's do that. Let's go Internet Jones. So let's anyway embark upon a Dynamax adventure. You guys say anything goes. I'll select Thunderous. Let's do this. So I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m., okay? Just as a heads up. So I am still planning to stream this weekend, and I am planning to stream on Monday. I am kind of hoping to stream on Monday, if that's okay. People sort of sounded like maybe they might want to do a Monday, but just like yesterday wasn't like... You know, yesterday was just a bit too much. Oh, you got male Oinkolones. Okay, so you need like 1 female. Ah, that makes sense. Thank you for adding the and a half, because you did kind of largely play with us, so that's good to know. And then Kevin. So hopefully Monday's okay. I just really... Because I haven't got my... Here's the thing. If I had gotten a shiny at this point, and hey, maybe if we get one this weekend, that'll change things. But Monday is like a good day for me. I've got the house for a couple of days. And so it's sort of just like a good time for me to do a couple of... Because normally I don't do... Normally one of the things about doing extra streams is like because I sort of share a house with other people and they may need our voice recording booth. it's kind of like it's easier for me to do auditions like first thing in the morning or during the daytime. I'm going to go with Quagside just because it is immune to electric. Shiinotic does have Weather Ball, which you can never turn your nose up at, but... And Sandaconda! Oh, Jill, I am sorry about that, and I, like, you know, I hope you have a sort of safe trip and everything, and just lots of love to you and your family. Sorry to then jump into... So, Emolga! But anyway, so I think if we go left for Emolga, there is another electric and... Oh, Stunfisk. Oh, there's Stunfisk. And then there is Luxray. Oh, but there's Lycanroc, which is even better. I think we just want to go all the way to the left this time. Left. Quack. Right. Emolga. I do need a shiny Emolga, and again, I'm less able to count on Legend ZA for shinies, it seems, so... It sounds like even getting the shiny charm is going to be hard, and that might be something that I don't know, either like really have to grind for, or I'll just wait till like the DLC to get it or something like that. Because maybe the shiny charm will be easier to get once you have the DLC to like have extra tasks for. I don't know. Kevin, you make so many jokes that the YouTube auto flag determines to be violent, and like I get where it's coming from and where you're coming from, but oh my gosh. Right. Okay. Sandaconda, the old defense is down, and the old speed is up. Good, thank goodness Sandaconda is now faster. Right, Hyper Voice. Ooh, that was pretty good. And here's Max Geyser. Show me Potato Geyser. And then maybe a Moonblast could be good here. Yes, excellent. Well done, everyone. And Rain Dish, there you go. I'm helping. Come on. Okay. I'm just trying to think, was there anything else with ZA that I was gonna... Yeah, so I haven't, like, the main things I haven't done yet, I would say, that I know are coming up is, I haven't had a chance to Mega Evolve, so I haven't got, like, any Mega Stones or been able to Mega Evolve or anything. Maybe if I get the Ralts, I can, which I could do after this. But yeah, so... Haven't got any Mega Stones. I haven't fought, like, the Rogue Mega Absol, and I haven't encountered my good friend Corbo. Emolga. Hang on, who have we got? We got Emolga. Oh, something Lycanroc. I can't remember what was next. Was it like an electric type? Was it like a Luxray or something? Ooh, shiny Zangoose. But yeah, who... I mean, I think we want to keep our ground types. We could do Shiinotic just as like a safe switch. As like a temp switch or something. Oh, it was Stunfisk, wasn't it? Actually, no, Emolga's bad against Stunfisk. It was Stunfisk and then... Yeah, it was Stunfisk and then... Lycanroc, wasn't it? So... I think, honestly, it's a bit of a shame, because maybe one of these other Pokemon would be better than Stunfisk. Like, Stunfisk is going to be difficult for us to fight, but there are the berries, and then it is going to be good for our team. Maybe, I'm thinking maybe if Onlera took the... okay, provided we win this fight in 3 turns, if Onlera took this, that means we would have max Quake for the Lycanroc, and that could be good. So, does that sound okay? I'm going to Scald, and then hopefully that works. But yeah, does that maybe... I know Shiinotic doesn't have a whole lot of health here, but if... but basically, provided we do win in 3 turns, which again, maybe given the Shiinotic low health, might not happen. But I think if we are able to beat this in 3 turns, I do think that the Ordino would be the better switch here. Like, we've got Stunfisk now and then Lycanroc after, so... Ooh, Life Doo-Doo! Plus, that's also the other thing that can be kind of helpful. But I hope we are able to beat this in, like, 3 turns, because... Right, Scald. Okay. Burn it, please. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Oh, crud. Oh, and there's the terrain. Okay. Right, I think we do just want to, like, attack for the rest of this, don't we? Max Stuffle! And yes, and then Lycanroc will be the Dynamaxer instead of... I mean, I guess instead of Sandaconda, but... Yeah. Yeah, Sandaconda isn't really that good. It doesn't really offer much. And plus, Shiinotic can use a sort of rock move by virtue of Weather Ball, so... Oh yeah, there are the berries after this as well, aren't there? So, right, Earth Power. Earth Power, Earth Power. Okay, nicely done. Do. Scald. Yeah, there we go. Right, can we get a burn? Oh my god! Oh, well, I suppose there is the fairy terrain now, isn't there? But okay, you win this round, fairy terrain. But right, oh muddy, oh crud, oh that's bad. That's bad. There's the spit. Right, max stuff. Oh. Right, this should get the KO right. Okay, we won in 3 turns. Hooray! Okay, so, but yeah, so Ordino, we're gonna switch an Ordino, let's go switch an Ordino. Lovely. Love! Good thing max moves can't miss. That is true. I kind of forget that about them, actually, but yeah, no, you're right. Like, yeah, they can't miss, so. Right. But yeah, Shiinotic has... but yeah, Shiinotic does have Weather Ball, which will be... That'll be good for Thunderous, so... But we can go left for Lycanroc. Hooray! But sorry, I did mention Luxray earlier. I forgot Luxray was like in the final row. I couldn't. It was like I couldn't remember Stunfisk at first. I was like, we got like the first Pokemon, and then like I was like, and then who do we have? It's like something and Luxray or whatever, but or like Luxray and something. But okay, Lycanroc, let's all get to Lycanroc. Okay, hopefully we burn this thing. Can we burn something? Lycanroc's a good one. Right, here we go. Scald. Oh, sorry, I need to actually select who I'm hitting. That might be helpful. Yeah. One thing that's a bit of a shame with the ZA lacking a busted shiny hunting method, at least as of the time of speaking, is it is a shame that I was really hoping to get like 10 Furfros and then being able to have like a shiny of every type. But honestly, at this point in time, I'm just happy to have one, just one for the all living decks, you know. But hey, maybe I can like change the style and just keep taking it out and putting it back in the game or something. Or maybe you only need one sort of thing. You know, like if you put one in the game, it registers all the different styles. There are some Pokemon that work that way, where you only need to put it in once and then it registers like all the different sort of variations. At least you won't have to worry about hunting Vivians. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I don't. Oh my gosh, those were the streams that kind of broke me a little bit. I know it was nearly a year ago, but like I think like those streams from a year ago are kind of the reason why I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break in like November and December this year. But yeah, I do think we are gonna get something like an outbreak system in the DLC. I think like maybe we'll get outbreaks as like a free update for everyone, and then the DLC will come out and the DLC will give you like more outbreaks. It's like, look, you're gonna get these few outbreaks if you have the base game, but if you have the DLC, you get all these other ones. So, right, Lycan Rock, let's all catch a Lycan Rock. Canon Lara, please get a shiny diddle doo 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 doo. Sword and Shield wasn't good until the Crown Tundra. That is true. That's like, and like I said, I mean, literally, like the previous Legends game had the massive mass outbreaks. That's what they were called. Massive mass outbreaks. That was like an added feature. That did not come right away. They added that like a month or so later. And don't get me wrong, you could still hunt with outbreaks, and just, you know, the game was very big and expansive, and you could just run and find stuff. But the massive mass outbreaks, like, allowed a lot of things that were, like, awkward to get as shiny to be attainable as shiny. So, the massive mass outbreaks really kind of upped it, because it was like, well, you can do massive mass outbreaks, and then if there's a regular mass outbreak, and it just kind of gave you, like, way more to play with, so... And again, it wouldn't surprise me if they did just give something for people who don't have the DLC. You know, like something for like the regular players, and then here's this other stuff for DLC people, though. Right, I'm gonna scald, and hopefully we can burn this thing. Can we burn something, please? Also, can we acknowledge the guy who collects the Pokeballs you miss and gives them back to you? Yes, I love that feature. Oh my gosh, I love that feature. That's like so good. It's such a good feature. Yes, he is the real MVP of the stream. He is great. He is very good. Right, sorry. Now I'm yawning. Oh, no. Okay, right, Sludge Away. Here we go. Oh no, ×4 super effective, which we didn't really think about, I suppose. Right, here's a max rockfall. But the thing is, you will be able to use Weather Ball after this, Jill, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So, here we go. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know why I like got all yawny and tired. I don't know. Right, here we go. Scald. Burn it, please. Yes! Oh my gosh, thank you. I just needed one. One! Okay, one sheet does plenty. Right, here we go. Sandstorm and a burn. You love to see it. Right, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this cheerfeeble or great? It sucked. Sorry. But it sucked. We needed an attack boost to get the KO, and we didn't get it. Well, that wasn't a crit, was it? That did so much damage. But but the health bar went down way too slowly, which is why it wasn't a crit. Okay. Luckily, you've got a special defense boost here, so that does help. Right, come on. Thunderbolt and Lightning, very, very frightening. Oh, we're not going to get the KO. No. Oh, if we could have just had one Weather Ball, we would have been there, but... Okay. Okay, here we go, everyone. We're in the final... We're in the end game now. Last little bit of the stream. Right, Max Rock Ball! Although I do need to do a couple of chores after this. Like, I washed my bedding, so I need to, like, make my bed, and I'd rather do it now than at, like, 10 or 11 p.m. or something like that. Right, okay, here we go, everyone. good luck, fingers crossed, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And if you haven't yet clicked like on the video, could you please click like on the video, because it really does help out. We'll see if hopefully Monday is viable, if people are good for it. Maybe there's something about Monday actually which made me think about the voice acting and Pokemon thing. But oh yeah, but I do have I was gonna say I have the house. Oh yeah, and I don't have auditions. I was gonna say something about maybe it's talking about the auditions and stuff. Oh yeah, because yeah, normally it's like because I have more people in the house, I just kind of I like having a bit more time to do auditions. But at the minute, it's like I can do auditions like whenever for the next few days. So, and that includes Monday. So, so well done, everyone. Emolga's no, Stunfisk is no, Lycanrocks are no. But will we get? I've lost count of how many we've done now. The slightly purple Thunderous. No. Oh, come on, man. This is bad. This is bad, man. Right, no sparkles, and more no sparkles. Are they all 12, 8, 7, 1 at least? Okay. Naughty, hardy, relaxed, and naughty. Guys, did we just have another no gentle, no lax stream? We had one like, I don't know, 2 or so weeks ago. Or last week or whatever. Like in the past few weeks. I think we haven't had a gentle or relax. So... But yeah. Kevin says, yes, we did. As in, yes, we didn't have gentle and lax, or yes, we did have gentle and lax. I don't think we had a gentle or relax. I don't recall saying like a gentle or relax. Because again, I normally do like, there's one, there's always one. And just, I don't think I did that today. So, anyway, naughty, relaxed, hardy, and more naughty. There's a dupe. Look, naughty dupe. But no, gentle or lax. No lax, no gentle. Okay, wow, that's like 2 streams recently where we've had that. So, do we have to have gentle and lax Pokemon in order to get a shiny? Is that how this works? I'm thinking that's maybe how it works. Okay. Well, anyway, Bok. So, you saved your progress. Welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Thunderous? And the answer is yes. Chat, can I just do a very quick thing? Hang on. I think generally, we have done, like, 2 Thunderouses for, like, most of the time since we got Kartana. So I just want to check one thing here. So, we've done 17, or, yeah, no, is that right? Yeah, 17. I think we've done, like, okay, hang on. Oh, sorry, hang on. We have done, hang on, how many? So I think we've done, like, I want to say 18. Hang on, yeah, we have done, I think, like, 18 streams since the Kartana, although one of them we only did 1 and 1 we did 4. So let's just call that 17, because we did like a 4 and a 1 or something like that. So if we've done like about 17, we've probably done about like 30 Thunderouses since September the 6th alone. So, like, in, like, the past month and a bit, like, month and a half, we have done about, like, 30 Thunderouses. But we've been doing Thunderous since, like, February. So, this is kind of wild. But, hey, I'll take a lax or a gentle if it means it comes... If it's on a shiny Thunderous, I will take it. But, yeah. Anyway. Okay. But anyway, chat. But that's the thing. I just want to give you a heads up. I have now done about, unless there was like an adventure, I have done about 85 Dynamax Adventures. Yeah, no, I have done like 85 Dynamax Adventures. Unless like we have had any in a loss that I didn't count or something like that. But I have done about 85 Dynamax Adventures since the Kartana, so we are getting basically, hang on, let me just, is this going to be like, yeah, by the end of, if we did Monday, if we did Monday as well... Oh, come on, spreadsheet. I need you to just, like, work, please. No! Oh, gosh, hang on. If we did Monday as well, that would take us to mathematically being like over odds for just a shiny legendary. Like if we got to Monday, the end of Monday, and we still didn't have a shiny, that means that we would, you know, be in a position where, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of wild, but yes, try to leave Lumio City. Oh my gosh, do you get a fake credit sequence? Oh, it's too exciting to think about. But anyway, right, anyway, I'm going to shut up there because this stream has already gone on like 4 or 5 minutes longer than it should have. Thank you all so much. Please continue to enjoy Legends ZA. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., okay? 11 a.m. as always, and then 2 p.m. on Sunday, okay? But I'm going to go make my bed, and then I'm going to play more of the game myself. So, you know, I got to do grown-up stuff first, but then we will get into more of the game afterwards. So please enjoy the game, everyone. If you're interested in shiny legendaries, I will be back tomorrow and Sunday. And then also we'll aim for Monday as well, because it sounds like people are okay for that. So thank you for taking some time away from ZA. It's good to take a bit of a break from it. I think it's the kind of game where, to be honest, I think if I sat down and if I'd played like 8 hours of it in like the past day, I think I'd be a bit fed up. But by spreading it out into little like 2-hour sessions, I'm just enjoying it a bit more that way. So take care, lots of love, see you later, and bye-bye. Like the video if you haven't, bye.